Hi, we're frequently asked about user access rights, in particular how you can set permissions to view only, view and edit, and delete. So here's a quick video to talk you through those processes. The first thing to say here is that I've logged in as the site administrator, head collaborator, super user, whatever you want to call him. So I have full access rights, and you have to have that if you're going to have complete control over permissions. Here I've gone down to a folder which is in my drawings set, and I've deliberately created a folder so that we can understand what we're trying to set up here, called view only. And the way that you choose the permissions within a folder is with this edit button up in the top right hand corner. If you click here, you open up an additional pane. The first thing is to edit the text that's on the page, but down the bottom here you can see your access control. Now, as I've said, this folder's called view only, so it's a folder that I wanted to make sure people could view, but I'm not giving anyone else on the site any edit or delete access rights at this stage. So clicking save here will set my folder for view only. Moving down to the next folder, I've called this view and edit, and you can guess what I'm doing here. If we look again underneath this edit button, you can see that I've set up most of the staff, in fact all of the staff have view access, and I've given a couple of the staff edit access as well. But be aware that you don't have to give everybody access. You can cut and change these access rights exactly as you see fit. Again, I'm going to click on save. And finally, we'll look at the view, edit and delete folder. And once again, under the edit button of the view, edit and delete folder, again we can set the permissions for that folder. So here I've given again everybody view, a few people delete abilities, but because delete's such a powerful tool, just one staff member has got delete permissions on this folder. So that's the basic idea of setting up folder permissions. A couple of things I would point out is that folders, when you create a new folder, will inherit the permissions from their parents. Now that's a fancy computer way of saying it's the folder that's above it. So it will inherit those permissions and take those as default, but you can of course change them if you wish. Now what I'm going to do now is log out from this as the super user and log back in as a normal user and show you the difference that makes to the screen that I see. Okay, for the second part of the video, what we've done now is we've logged out as the super user, and we've logged back in as Colin Smithson, who's our engineer just working on this site. I've gone to my view only folder, and sure enough we can see here that whilst Colin can view the content, he can place it on his watch alert, he can even comment on it. He has no options here to update or change any of that content, either images or attachments. If we go down to the view and edit folder, then what you see in this content is an extra option appears, which is the option to update the document. So in these items here, Colin, as he has editability, could effectively open one of these documents, make changes to it, and then update that document by re-uploading with the changes that he's made. And finally, and sure enough, when we go on to the view, edit and delete folders, the red X appears, which is a kind of a scary icon, and it means that users can actually delete that content, and we did give Colin view, edit and delete rights on this particular folder. So if you notice, he's only got these permissions on the individual folders that we've given it to him, and he has limited positions on other folders, and that's of course true across all users. Now one final point is we've got another folder here saying Colin Smithson My Docs. Now this is a folder that Colin has created himself, and because Colin's created this folder himself, he has full view, edit and delete permissions on it. The system is effectively ownership based, so if you create some content, create your own folders, you do have the rights to edit that content and to delete it and change it if you will. Effectively, you have the ability to create a folder for your own personal use if you wish to. So there you have a quick overview of permissions on Collaborate Online.